And here we go. It'll be Jon Thornhill squaring off against Brian Nunes.
Come on, Brian.
A little hesitation there on the part of Brian Nunes. Thornhill, not the biggest dog in the yard, but quite the competitor. And there you see Brian Nunes backing up, clean break there on Thornhill. Collar and elbow tie-up. Thornhill trying to set himself. Nunes with the side headlock. Thornhill widening that base. Thornhill with an elbow to the midsection and another. Finally pushes off Nunes' shoulder tackle, and Thornhill gets the worst of it. Thornhill leapfrogs over Nunes, walks right into an arm drag, and Thornhill has the arm barred nicely. Nunes back to his feet. Thornhill has him in the ropes. Referee Rob Tuttle calling for the break. And a knee to the midsection. Off the ropes goes Nunes. Hip toss blocked. Reversed by Nunes. Thornhill gets arm dragged. And now it's Brian Nunes with the advantage. DC Dillinger and Eddie Edwards vacating the NECW tag team titles last month in Quincy, as Dillinger could not hold both the Triple Crown and the tag team titles. There you see Thornhill with a comeback right here. Nunes in the corner over the top. Nice arm drag takes Thornhill down. So Sabotage vacate the NECW Tag Team Championship. And these now are qualifying matches to determine who will compete for the tag team titles sometime this fall. Knee to the midsection, Thornhill clubbing away, and in comes Nick Steele for the first time in the match, and Steele falls flat on his face, courtesy of a drop toe hold by Brian Nunes. Freitas upstairs now. Oh man! Freitas just came right down on that arm. And Steele being worked over now. Freitas winds him up. Steele, nice escape right there on Dan Freitas. Thornhill tags in now. Thornhill upstairs, off the top. Right across the back, double axe handle on Dan Freitas. Big forearm right to the jaw. Freitas reverses now. Freitas coming on strong with those forearms. Freitas, known for a quick temper. And a drop kick sends Thornhill down to the canvas. Covered by Freitas. Only two. Tag into Brian Nunes. Off the ropes goes Thornhill. Both men in the ring here. Double underhook suplex. Cover right here. And only two. Referee Rob Tuttle out of position. Might have had three right there. And Thornhill the worse for wear right now. Irish whip off the ropes. And Steele low bridges Brian Nunes, sending him outside right down to the floor. Steele on the outside on top of Nunes. Steele, a rugged competitor, and a big chop by Nick Steele. Dan Freitas arguing with Rob Tuttle. There's a cover by Thornhill and only one. Thornhill staying on top of Brian Nunes right here. And once again, Steele tags in. Shot to the open rib cage of Brian Nunes. Steele has him upstairs. Backbreaker. And a cover by Steele. Only two. Steele clubs away. Steele the power man on this duo. Steele, a veteran of New England wrestling. Powerhouse competitor. chop in the corner on Nunes. And Steele winds him up. Steele misses the chop, and Nunes now retaliating. Nunes on the comeback trail here. Into the corner, and Steele gives him a big boot right to the face. Steele just laying it in on Brian Nunes.
Come on, Brian!
Dan Freitas cheering on his partner. Steele has him up on his shoulders. And in comes Thornhill. Steele drops him. And Thornhill now off the top. Big elbow. And a cover right here. There's one. There's two. And Freitas broke it up. Freitas and Nunes, one of the most rugged teams in NECW history. Thornhill with a cover right here, and only two. Pride, one of the more resilient duos in the history of the promotion. And Thornhill with a drop kick right to the face of Nunes. Cover again, and only two. Jon Thornhill maybe lacks a little bit of experience, but Thornhill is on the cusp of big things. And of course, Nick Steele, always a threat, always a powerhouse. Steele will do a lot of damage to you. Steele clamps in that rear chin lock right here. There you see Dan Freitas chomping at the bit to get into the action. Nunes needs to tag something fierce. Steele with that big clubbing forearm. Nunes trying to club away, but Steele chops him right back down to size. Off the ropes goes Brian Nunes. Steele misses, and a collision right there, covered by Steele. There's one, two, and once again, Dan Freitas broke it up. Nick Steele's trying to lay in a submission right here. Doesn't quite have it all. And Freitas pounding away. Thornhill now, all four men in the ring. Dan Freitas sends Thornhill to the outside. Thornhill charging back in. Freitas giving referee Rob Tuttle what for, as Freitas wants into this thing in the worst way. Thornhill with a chop on Nunes, who's taking a lot of punishment right here. Nunes off the ropes, kick to the face of Jon Thornhill. Knee to the midsection and another. Forearm backs up Thornhill, and Thornhill pounding away now. Thornhill with a back fist, martial arts kick. And Thornhill drops Nunes, cover right here. And again, Dan Freitas made the save. Thornhill getting the better of that slugfest, and there you see the picture of frustration in Dan Freitas. Thornhill trying to take the starch out of Brian Nunes, what starch there is left. Thornhill with a wear down hold on Brian Nunes, and Nunes gets to his feet. And Thornhill with a knee to the midsection and a side headlock upstairs. And Nunes gets the better of it. Nice suplex. Drop Thornhill right down on the back of his head. Both men down. Referee Rob Tuttle making the count right here. Brian Nunes has an opportunity to tag out and get a little well-earned rest. Nunes makes the tag, and here comes Dan Freitas. Freitas, big clothesline, House of Fire. Steele misses. Freitas nails him with a clothesline. And Dan Freitas, a House of Fire off the ropes. Big drop kick sends Steele to the canvas. Freitas cleaning house here on Thornhill. And Steele. Freitas drops Thornhill. And now it's Freitas and Nunes in control. Freitas upstairs, Thornhill on the shoulders of Brian Nunes. High crossbody, covered by Freitas. And that's three.